Good morning. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day. I'm excited. I got some things to share with you. I got the hair trimmed. I got it trimmed up a little bit. I look a little bit neater this morning. Well, this excellent tea here is brewing. I'm getting ready to enjoy a cup of it this morning. I got the Black Celestial Seasons Black Cherry Herbal Tea. I love this. I love the flavor of this. There's two bags left in here, so I'm going to go ahead and plop them in my cup and just enjoy an extra strength tea this morning. This is easily found wherever you buy groceries most of the time here. Waiting for this water to boil, and we'll steep a good, nice, strong cup of tea this morning without caffeine. I don't need the caffeine this morning. I'm excited because, let me show you. It is raining this morning. It's just drizzling. I can't get too excited. It's not a downpour or anything. But I have been having to water heavily since this hot heat waves come around. It was 97 degrees yesterday, but the heat wave felt like it was 107. It was really, really hot. I've been having to get out here in the garden early and get everything watered to keep it from drying up. Oh, look at the passion flower hanging there. And the passion fruit. They are looking beautiful this year. Of course, we cut this back a lot, so we're not going to have as many as we've had in the past. But I'm excited because I don't have to drag out the city hose and, well, my hose. It's not the city's hose, but I have to drag out the hose and water because it's so hot and dry. I mean, I have really had to come out here and keep everything watered because I thought it was going to completely dry everything up in the heat. It was like an oven. It was like everything was cooking. But no worries. I don't have to worry about watering today. Even the little vegetable garden in the back's doing great. It is just a welcoming sight to see that fresh rain and to know that I don't have to get out there and water. It seems like the rain does everything so much better, does it so much more good than my city water with its chlorine and its additives. I'm not complaining about the water. We have some of the best water in the area, but I'm just saying it's expensive and it has chemicals that I don't always want to put on the plants, right? So if I can get the rain and I don't have to pay for it by the gallon and it has all the wonderful things that come out of the sky, then of course I'll just take that any day of the week. Now, if it rains most of the day and it doesn't stop, if it just drizzles and stops, then I'll probably go outside and work in the garden. But if it doesn't stop raining and we have a slow, drizzly, rainy day, then I get to stay inside and read my books. Now, my little grandchildren came yesterday, and I had most all of them. I had all but one yesterday, so that means I had 5 little grandkids. And Lord, we had a wonderful day. We just hung out and had a relaxing day, and it was so much fun. But today, I think I only have one grandchild coming, which means, I'll be able to get in here and do something that I really love, and I don't get to do as much as I want to. I try to read at least a book a day. I mean, a complete book. I read cookbooks and building books, informational books, just like I would a novel. I just read right through them because it's amazing how much knowledge will stick with you if you just familiarize yourself with the things that you love to read. If you just familiarize yourself with the things that you enjoy, and the more you read, the more that it sticks with you. And so I love to read. It's something that I love to do. Here I have a few books pulled out, of course, that I've read, but I want to go over again. This is a beautiful book right here. It's called American Food. I don't even know if this book is still in print or not. I bought this book at McKay's. McKay's is a used bookstore, and I love to buy books there because they have such a variety of books. And there you go. It's this big, beautiful book with all this beautiful things on here. And I have had a taste for something sweet. This pound cake is looking delicious. I got my pound cake can out. I mean, my pound cake pan. I got it out, and I am wanting to make something sweet. So I'm either going to make blueberry muffins or a pound cake. That's not something we do often, and we try to, if we have sweets, to make them from scratch, because it seems like you'll eat less of them if you do that. And here is a beautiful peach pie. I mean, look at that thing. That is mouth-watering just by looking at it. I enjoy looking at this book as well as reading it. That's called American Food, A Celebration. And let's see who the author of that book is. Maybe it's on the spine. Well, I don't see it. Let's see. Well, the jacket is by Alan Rosenberg, I'm sorry. And, well, this is why, because looking back here, it's American Food, A Celebration, the name of this book. It brings together a group of expert food writers in the field of American regional cuisine. The team is headed by Joanne Weir, who is director of the Weir Cooking School in San Francisco and teaches cooking in Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. She is currently writing a book on Mediterranean cookery. And then here it's got associate editors and all of these people. There's a whole list of people that were consultants and contributors to this book in the back of the book. So it's a lot going on here, but I think this book is beautiful. I want to check. Here's our copyright date. It's 1993. But this is one of the books. This is the kind of book that you get that could easily be a coffee table book, even though it's a cookbook. It's beautiful. Its cover is beautiful. It's big. You can tell by my hand it's a big book. And inside, it's just one of these books that when you pick it up, you go, ooh. Oh, it's just got beautiful illustrations and photography in it, and it just makes you want to cook and lay out a beautiful dish like you see. And it, in the beginning, it tells you that is a variety of cookery here. It'll tell you that what this book is about. It's it provides, it's got a little sticker there, a tour of the country's regional culinary heritage, and introduces many of the most current versions of classic recipes. These wonderfully varied dishes are derived from the cooking of numerous cultures, Native American, Hispanic, European, African, Asian, and illustrates the emergence of a unique cuisine. America's best-known dishes are here, including seafood chowder, chili, pecan pie, brownies, along with such recent innovations as barbecued duck, pizza, and macadamia and ginger chocolate cake. So it's supposed to be versatile. I'm missing the Irish and the English. I love Irish and English recipes also, but I didn't see that they had any of those in here. But it's the kind of book that you want to flip through and find out exactly what kind of recipes are in here. Lots of information, and see good reading. Very good and wonderful reading, as well as beautiful photography. But anyway, this is a kind of book that I enjoy reading. See, I'll read this book. I'll enjoy that. And over here is another one that I picked up. It's just called Great American Cookout. And of course, it's the time of the year where we'll be having plenty of cookouts. It is the end of June. July is right around the corner. And here's a soup book. Let's see, The Great American Cookout is by Greg R. Gillespie. Let's not forget to give the authors their due. Here is soup, which you know I love soup. I love soup any way it comes. I love soups altogether. It's my comfort food. It's my go-to. I love the variety. And Deborah Mayhew, she was a contributing editor, and I don't see any other name on this book. But that's okay, because I'll read through this book today and get lots of delicious ideas for soups. That'll be something that I'll thoroughly enjoy. And of course, I have been making my own homemade bread, but you know I've been making bread for years, so that's no big deal. I've made bread for probably, let's see, I've been married almost 42 years, so I've been making bread at least 40 years, right? Now this is the one that I did, this book, I paid full price for it, the bookstore with my daughter, and it was over $40, but it has been worth it. This book, The Perfect Loaf, Maurizio Leo, and this book is just, it just gives you some extra tidbits on baking bread and just the doughs and different kinds of bread. It's just been a really interesting read to sharpen skills. It also has some beautiful illustrations in it, but it's more informative than it is illustrative. And so it's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed this book, so I'm going to look over it again. Here is bread and the bread machines. I don't use a bread machine, but I love to know the difference in bread that I make just by hand or one that I might make in a machine. And this is an herbs and spices cookbook that I always just like to look through at this time of the year. It gives you such good ideas for making recipes, and it just reminds you of what you can use your herbs for. Now, I've got a bread book on the art of making bread. I love that book too. I haven't read it in a while, and I thought I might have it together with these bread books, but I didn't. So I've got to look for it, and that is also a wonderful book, The Art of Making Bread. I really enjoy that book. And of course, I've got my newer editions right here that I've bought. Grow Your Own Tea. I've been absorbing this book. And it's the complete guide to cultivating, harvesting, and preparing. If you've been following my channel, you know that I bought 2 tea bushes and have them out in my garden. And I've been trying to water those and make sure those grow well. And this book is written locally. It's Christine Parks and Susan M. Walcott. This has been written at a local by 2 women from a local college nearby that they say actually sell trees at that college, and so I am excited to read this, to learn to make my own tea. I'm growing my own tea now. I'm excited to know how to cultivate it, harvest it, and prepare it. That really excites me. So I've been reading that book. And let's see, here is Earthly Bodies and Heavenly Hair. This is by Dina Falcone. Now, Dina used to have a YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is still up, but she hasn't been posting on it. But I have really enjoyed this book. This book is, she's an herbalist and a teacher. So this book has been wonderful. It's had some good information that I just enjoy reading. You can still order this off of Amazon. And here's one that I just love the look of it. I mean, this thing, it'll make you hungry just looking at the cover. Natalie Dupree and Cynthia Grabert, Southern Biscuits. And of course, it's got beautiful, beautiful photographs in it. I know how to make biscuits. I've been making biscuits since I was 6 years old. But there are different ways of making biscuits. There's, the English way. There's the Southern way. There's the Northern way of making biscuits, and it's just always interesting to read and find out different ways that different people do different things. And so this is something that I enjoy reading and looking at, this Southern Biscuits. I think somebody got me this maybe for a gift. This is probably a birthday gift a while back, and I have enjoyed just reading through this, looking at some of the photographs and the differences in the recipes, and just thoroughly knowing something that I'm interested in. And of course, it's got beautiful photographs all the way through this, and it will make you hungry. If you read this book, you will want biscuits. And it's got just great recipes. And I love to do this. I love to get into the books on a rainy day, on a day that I don't have a lot of other things to do. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to read these books and just increase my knowledge and be immersed in something that I enjoy, a subject that I enjoy. And so today I'll have one grandchild, and I'll have a rainy day, so I can't go garden if it's not too rainy. Now, if it just mists, I may throw on those boots and that raincoat and get out there and garden anyway. I'm just a die-hard gardener. It's really hard to keep me out from out there. And there's always a lot to be done in a small space. You wouldn't think small gardens would keep you so busy because, after all, they're small, right? But they can be very labor intensive. When you've got a lot planted in a little space, they can be labor intensive. And I try to keep up on it as much as I can to get things to grow as best that I can. I just enjoy it so much. I'm going to have some of this black cherry tea. Oh, it was so good. Celestial Seasons this morning. I didn't make my own blend. I just stuck with the Celestial Seasons. Really good tea. So I've got a stack of books here, and I've got a good hot cup of tea. I got a misty, rainy day. So I'm just going to buckle down and look through and enjoy reading some of these books. I'm going to just go through each one that looks like it's good to read today, and I'm going to enjoy this rainy day. I hope you're having a good day. I hope wherever you are, you're doing something that you enjoy doing. And I hope you come back. I appreciate you being here, like always. Until next time.